has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey everybody, Big Dog here. If you could be so kind as to give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content. Also, if you're looking to interact with me a little more, there's a link in the description box below of every video that I do. It's a link to all my social media accounts, Twitter, Twitch, my Discord server, TikTok, all that good stuff, if you want to interact with me a little more. And I'd greatly appreciate it if you did. Now, what do you say we get on with the show, huh? Ooh, what's going on, everybody? It is your man, Big Dog here. Welcome to episode 218 of the Dog House. I do have to apologize to you guys again because I was supposed to do this Friday and I didn't. The reason I didn't, honestly, was because my computer started acting up, and I just finished fixing it, actually. Well, not fixing it, fixed it yesterday, and then I honestly took a break because I was overwhelmed. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do this tomorrow morning and just take it from there. But anyway, we got a few things I want to talk about. First things first, I want to do a little bit of follow-up with the Hassan Piker ban, because he got unbanned on, I think, Monday of this week. Yeah, Monday of this week. And I saw something that made me kind of laugh, or saw a few things that kind of made me laugh. So the first thing is this. So this was a tweet from our boy Yeet, and he says, as of right now, Hassan has no VODs published on his Twitch channel.
Coincidence? I think not!
Which is suspicious, because for those of you who don't know, Hassan has been going around giving support to the Houthi pirates, who are a designated terrorist group by the US government. And I'm assuming the reason he's doing this is to cover up evidence that he's actually doing this, even though he can't help himself and he constantly does it. But, what do I know? I'm just a guy in the internet. Also, give me 1 second. We have something that I found was a little interesting.
When you were about to get...
Shush. XQC said something about Twitch bans, especially when it comes to like the big name streamers, and it makes so much sense. Take a listen.
To take off.
Okay, chat, guys, I will leak, guys, I will leak a secret. I'm gonna leak a secret. Ready, chat? Guys, I don't know if it still works like that. Back in the days, it worked like that. Okay, when you're about to get banned, they send you a DM. Your partner manager will send you a DM and will contact you. Okay?
Oh my god.
And if it's like, oh, dude, can we hold off until this day or whatever? Sometimes they'll listen. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if they timed the ban so where like it would be as half day off or day off or whatever. It is what it is. That's just kind of how it goes. That's like, it's like a known thing. When I had my like week ban for like cheating or whatever, they're like, yeah, you're gonna get banned from this day. I just took it how it is, but I think there's like a conversation or whatever on yo, there's a week ban now, whatever. Or last time it was, oh, when you're gonna end your stream, you're probably gonna get banned. But that's what it was. The one before that ban. It was, and I was like, okay, well then I'll stay live until fucking like 3 AM or some shit like that. Because I mean, and that's what I did.
Wow.
What?
So you heard it here, folks. So apparently Twitch is you know, I can't even be surprised at this point. I really can't, because oh man. And you know what, those of you who have been wondering why I haven't been on Twitch as much, this is part of the reason why. Because it's like, I don't know if I really want to sit here and support someone that would willingly do this to somebody, or not willingly do this to someone, but a company that would willingly not only protect their big streamers, but do it to the degree of their own downfall. And let's be real here. Twitch is not gonna last very long. I know everybody loves to sit here and say, oh, Twitch ain't going nowhere. Twitch ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Yeah, we said the same thing about Vine. We said the same thing about Mixer. Look what happened. Vine is gone. TikTok almost got gone. And what's it called? Mixer is pretty much dead. But oh my God, I'm not surprised at this point. I'm really not, because these companies, they're so biased. And I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, other social media companies are just as bad, but I feel like Twitch is worse because it's so overt. Like they make it so obvious that it's easy to call out. Cause it's like, wait a minute, why am I getting banned for something this guy did and he barely got in trouble? At the very least, I'll say this about YouTube. YouTube has its own problems, but at the very least, they will course correct. Twitch, they will not course correct unless they are pretty much forced to by the mainstream media, like they were with Hassan's situation. Let's be honest here. Hassan didn't get banned just because of him reading the manifesto, which is the official reason he got banned. But let's be real. He got banned because Twitch started feeling the pressure because people were on their asses, rightfully so. Because Twitch, like I said, has a nasty habit of playing favorites. And quite frankly, as much as I hate to say it, it's kind of like this everywhere. Every single higher up has their favorite. And for Twitch, it's Hassan Piker. Now, I was actually planning on doing a video about the whole Twitch situation and giving my thoughts on it. Let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments of this video. Let me know. Would you be okay with that? Would you want me to do it? Or do you think it's a waste of your time or a waste of my time? Let me know. Anyway, let's get back to next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. Because like I said, I was going to briefly touch on that and anyway, let's move on to Creator Clash 3, which is iDubbbz's quote-unquote failed boxing event. Because let's be honest, this was supposed to be a charity event. Last time they did this, Creator Clash 2, they lost money to the point where they couldn't donate to charity, which... Bruh. How do you call yourself a charity event and you're not donating to charity? So, a whole bunch of stuff happened. It got to the point where people were actually, like, demanding refunds and couldn't get refunds. And now, we recently got a video from the official Creator Clash YouTube channel that is going to explain almost everything with the new owners, the new location, the new date, because get this, it was supposed to happen in a month, not even a month, in a couple weeks, and it just got postponed. It just got postponed. It got postponed to like October 25th. I don't see this. Anyway, we're gonna watch the video in full. I'll probably pause here and there to keep this from getting me in trouble. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh Lord, that was extremely loud. Sorry about that.
Nobody brought boxing gloves to punch me in the face.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I should have.
Blah, 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 blah. No one's ever done that there before.
Oh wait, it's Alana Pierce.
Hello everybody, my name is Ethan Nestor. I fought in Creator Clash 2 and I won, and I'm here with my pals to talk about Creator Clash 3.
Yes, hi, I'm Alana. I also fought in Creator Clash 2 and won,
by a single point still counts.
And I'm Aaron. I fought and lost, and then fought and won in Creator Clash.
It was like a Rocky 2 moment.
Yeah.
You lost in Rocky 1. you won.
Yeah, 2 was a big comeback for me, so I appreciate that.
So wait a minute, are these guys the new owners, or they're just people that formally fought in other Creator Clashes? I'm confused. Let's hear more.
Also the co-founder and co-owner of Real Good Touring, who has been the production partner for Creator Clash since the very beginning. There's
Oh, so he's part of the people that are promoting
a lot of
this.
things that we want to talk about, but first and foremost, we want to announce that Creator Clash 3 is moving dates and locations. October 25th, 2025 is the new date for Creator Clash, and now it is taking place at the Hollywood Palladium here in Los Angeles, California.
So you heard it here, folks. The event not only is being postponed, but it's being moved to LA, which oh my god. Oh man. You know, I'm besides myself with this, because a part of me feels bad for anybody that paid for this and now has to not only get a refund but reschedule, have to move their entire schedule just to go to this event. And on the other hand, I don't feel bad, because it's like, why did you think they were going to actually go through with this event after what happened? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, before even considering promoting his boxing event, iDubbbz decided to do a hit piece content cop on Ethan Klein, his so-called best friend of 9 years. Which...
Stop the cap.
Ah, fuck, wrong button.
Bruh.
What the hell were you thinking doing that, dude? Like, come on. That's... Look, it's one thing for friends to have disagreements, but to publicly go out of your way to make the guy look bad is kind of fucked up in my opinion, but what do I know?
Yeah? Well, thank you. Wow. I mean, we don't have hype men, so I guess that's... with that comes a couple questions about ticket sales. A lot of people bought tickets for the Amelie Arena show. All those will be refunded. We will be updating you on when the new tickets will be on sale. If you bought...
Are you sure about that? Because I've been hearing that people tried to get refunds and they couldn't get refunds. And that when they went to the page to get a refund, it gave them a 404 error. Shout out to Kino
Pay-per-view
Casino,
tickets,
by the
those
way.
still stand, but if for whatever reason you would like a refund, they are offering that as well.
I'm excited to have it here too. There's so many people on like this side of the country who haven't been able to make it, who now can make it. And
Yeah.
also, we're hosting it now.
We
It's
are
very easy
hosting it.
because we live here.
Alana and I will be hosting the pre-show.
Yes.
We'll have some goofs and some gaffs.
It's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, it's gonna...
Jesus, Alana, why are you involving yourself in this? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My feelings on Alana Pierce are complex. I don't absolutely hate the woman, but she doesn't always say things that I necessarily agree with, which is, in my opinion, a normal take to have. That being said, why are you involving yourself in this? Why are you involving yourself with people that pretty much not only ruined their event, but when the event got ruined and got thrown into scrutiny, they bailed out at the last minute, which not only is that a complete L, but it's extremely cowardly. It's extremely cowardly.
It's gonna be great. But yeah, today we just wanted to make a video to clear up some questions that people have. It's been...
Wait, are you sure you're clearing up you're answering questions, or are you just doing damage control? Because it feels like you're doing damage control.
And kind of rocky communication-wise the last couple of months. And so we just wanted to sit here and clear a bunch of things up. So let's get to it.
Okay, then.
So one thing that I misunderstood until talking to you guys at Real Good Touring was I thought that Ian and Anissa had like stepped back but I thought that meant they were still involved. They have actually stepped down.
So yes, Ian and Anissa have stepped down completely. There's no creative involvement, there's no financial involvement, there's no ownership involvement.
I don't know if that's true. I also heard that they're still making money off of this event, even if it fails, which
They
is really bad in my opinion.
completely gave their stake to us, including their financial stake. They actually dispersed among the fighters, which is very cool of them to do.
Through your questions and Aaron,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you have to
You can
acknowledge,
yell at me now.
we have to acknowledge that they.
Sorry, guys, my phone
set the
keeps going
foundation
off.
For this event, and
Yes.
it like started out with like such a positive mission statement. That's why I wanted to be involved in the first place. Like it is like such a cool idea. A bunch of creators getting fit,
Yeah.
punching each other in the face, and it's for charity. Like I feel like it just the message is so inherently positive that it's a shame that it became this dramatic internet thing that it never should have been, and I'm just
Well, Alana, you've got two people to blame for that. And those two people are Anissa and her husband iDubbbz. That's on them. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree, it's sad that a quote-unquote charity event turned into this whole drama farm. But let's be honest here, that's because of the owners, or your former founders. Because they, once again, like I explained before, they decided that it would be a good idea to involve themselves in internet drama that realistically had nothing to do with them. And then siding with people that were pretty much going after somebody that Ian considered his friend for 9 years. And when people saw that, rightfully, they were like, yo, what's wrong with you? You backstabbed your best friend? Like, why would I support a fucking charity event? And he ended up nuking it, thanks to that nonsense. But then again, what do I know?
I'm very glad that attempts are being made to fix all that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, they're not gonna fix it.
one of the biggest questions that people have is about how the event was run in the past and what is going to be different about it now, because obviously the first year was crazy successful. There was over $1.3 million raised, and so that was incredible. Second year, we upped the stakes, we made it a little bigger, and unfortunately it did not pan out in the way that we wanted, and there was no money raised for charity, which was so heartbreaking, like especially like fighting in it, putting all of that time and energy into doing this thing. And like I know for a lot of us, especially you, Alana, you are always doing charity stuff, and to put yourself in the ring to fight, a big reason that we did it was because it was like, okay, it's for a good cause, it's for charity, and then when you go and do it and no money is raised for charity, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be slightly charitable here. I can understand where he's coming from here, but again, that's on the people who were running the event, i.e. Anissa and her husband. That's on them. They fumbled this really badly. And again, I'm sorry if I'm coming off as dogpiling on all this, but it's kind of true. Like, you mismanaged this event so badly that you ended up not raising money for charity, which was supposed to be the fucking point. Like, oops. Like, come on, man. Like, isn't that supposed to be the point? This is a quote-unquote charity event, and where's the money for charity?
Yeah, I've been pretty candid with you about this, Aaron, about like how disappointed I was and how like burnt I felt by it. And I was talking to a separate fighter who's not in the room about this just yesterday. It was like, you work so hard. I had a family member who was in the hospital with cancer at the time, and the thing that like kept me going, that stopped me from quitting and just going to be with them, was I was like, this is for charity. You're raising money for charity. You're raising money for a good cause. You got to keep going, and it was so hard. And then when I found out that we didn't, I think I cried. Like, I was so disappointed.
Oh, man. Again, I feel bad now, because it's like, and it's not even her, again, it's not her fault. She thought she was doing something good, especially since hearing that, like, the fact that she missed time with her family member just to raise money for this, and it ended up not even raising any money. Like, yeah, I can understand that she feels that way, but again, that's on the people who were running the event, not her. So, yeah, I do. It's sad because I do kind of feel bad for these guys because they're put in a pretty bad situation that realistically wasn't their fault. Like they seem genuine enough. They seem like they genuinely want to raise money for charity, but because iDubbbz and Anissa's egos got in the way, the events ended up failing. Well, the first one didn't, but the second one did.
That it was very difficult to like take away positive feelings from the event, even because I was just so crushed by that news. And so like when
That's fair.
Realtor called and asked if I wanted to host the pre-show again, that was my first question: is how can you guarantee to me that that is not going to happen again? So what are the changes?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
And you know, likewise, like we were devastated as a fighter and as a producer of the event. It was awful that happened, and the audience too. Like to know that like buying into the event and watching the event, thinking that their money's going to charity, and then it didn't turn out that way. The first two creator clashes, they ran on the same model. Naively, we believed that with the first creator clash, that the success of the event would be shared with the charity. So funding it through various sponsorships, but mostly ticket sales and pay-per-view sales, pay for the event, and then everything else is gravy for charity, which luckily worked for that year. We raised $1.3 million for charity. It was great. With that thinking, we moved on to Creator Clash 2, scaled it up a bit, and it turned out that we weren't able to make that money back and to reach those goals.
You probably shouldn't have done what you did there. You see, this is why I'm very skeptical with these charity events, because things like this sometimes happen. Funds are mismanaged, and then you don't get the charity work, and that's kind of sad. Like these people you're donating to, they don't deserve to not have money go to them. But again, because of mismanagement and because probably egos got in the way, it didn't work out that way, and it's sad.
Again, was very devastating. So going into Creator Clash 3, we've completely restructured it. So all of the onus is on us to pay for the event, to produce the event through our partners, through our sponsors.
Okay.
And we will be doing a traditional fundraising through Tiltify. It's running right now. You can donate it to it right now. We've already raised $238,000, which is so awesome. That's great. That's going straight to charity. So every dollar that is raised for charity through this event will be going straight to charity. The event will be funded by ticket sales. It will be funded by pay-per-view sales, and the fighters will be receiving a cut of that revenue.
Yeah, it's basically two separate things now, right? There's the event part, which is handled a very traditional event way, and then the charity is totally separate. So like even if you don't like watching boxing, you could still donate to the charity. It's up on Tiltify already. You can get involved immediately.
And it's
I'm gonna be honest, that's what you should have done in the first place. That's what should have been done in the first place. Keep everything separate. That way you still can raise money for charity, but then you can have your little stuff on the side, like your galas and your events and your after parties and all that stuff. But again, I don't think they knew what to do with that, and that's kind of sad, but whatever. Let's move on.
very transparent of like, okay, you can see the number right now on your screen of how much money we have raised so far. Every cent of this is going to an amazing cause, which is awesome.
I'm glad that you feel that way. We do too. And there's going to be a lot of other really cool things around the event.
You know what? The hell with this video. I think you guys get the point. I want to find something. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Here's the event. Here's the website for the event. And there is I'm assuming that's Alana Pierce. Wow, look at this. So, to be determined versus to be determined. Tubbo versus Sapnap. I don't know who that is. Don't know who these people. Oh, Myth. I think I know who that is. Don't know who these people are. Ginger Pale versus To Be Determined. Trevor Everts. Funky Frogbait. Dad versus Jago. Okay, so this is the official event. And now it's officially been, now it's actually showing on the, what do you call it? The new date, because it didn't show the new date initially, but now it is showing. And they have a transparency. Oh, and here you go. You can actually donate to charity without giving them money or paying for tickets. All right, so I guess I can give you that. That's nice. But again, I want to feel bad that it came to this and that this happened. But at the same time, it's like I said, this is the fault of iDubbbz and Anissa, because they got themselves involved in drama involving someone that they considered a friend for 9 years. And instead of being a good friend and either standing by them or at worst staying out of the situation and saying, you know what, I'm going to stay out of this. I don't know everything that's going on. If he needs, I support my buddy, but I'm not going to get involved in this. Like if he said that, that would have been fine. At least for me, I would have been okay with that. But you involved yourself in this drama and nuked your fucking event. And now, I don't know if they're still able. I'm curious. Give me 1 second. Creator /3. There we go. Here, I want an event ticket. Yeah, I know. I want to see something real quick. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. You guys got to see this. When you go to buy event tickets, it shows you the event. It shows you the original date. Oh my God. That's crazy. Oh, they still didn't fix that. Or did they? Now, does it take you to the... That's insane. It only shows you the pay-per-view ticket. And it doesn't show you the actual... That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to see this event fail, but at the same time, I can't see it not failing. But what do you guys think in the comments below? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the meme of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.